Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling, baby. Chilling. What's good, man?
Man, I'm good. Very, very good. I know we seen that game last night out there in L.A. Before we even get started, I want to say thank you, New York Giants. Thank you, New York Giants, for paying Daniel Jones before you paid Saquon Barkley. And the guy that you paid before Saquon Barkley not even in your starting lineup no more. Thank you for fucking that up. And thank you so much for allowing him, to walk free and we can sign him in Philadelphia. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. But on another note,
they taking him out. Like, he's gone now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's not even in your lineup. He's released. He's gone. He's not even nothing with your squad no more. You feel me? So, oh man, thank you, New York Giants. Jesus Christ, man. How you good though, man? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a game just now. You know what I mean? With the Baltimore plus the Warriors. First in the West. I'm feeling good, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all Ravens, y'all play tonight. Y'all got the LA Chargers out there in LA. I mean, listen, you say they're a good team, so we shall see, how they play against y'all. You know what I mean? We'll see how they play against y'all offense, y'all defense, and see how they get it done. You know what I mean? Maybe they might come out there and get a dub out there in LA. Talking about the Chargers, they might put a dub up.
Maybe, who knows?
I got my pick ready. But we'll wait for that. Don't worry about it. We'll wait for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know which way I'm gonna go.
We've been struggling on these picks, so we might as well do these picks a week in advance. We might as well start these picks today. Like
we are. We are. No. Hold on. Oh, you talking about? No. We ain't gonna be no more of that. Ain't gonna be no more of that. You know what I mean? You know what? We're gonna be on top of that. Don't worry about that.
All right. If we miss a day, because sometimes things happen, and
shit happens.
We still gotta check. We got to text each other our picks. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least. So then we know, and then we can come on the show. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to get back in the win column now, baby. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even know weeks left, bro.
Yeah. You 11-9 right now. You feel me? So, you got an opportunity. You might have an opportunity to go to 10-11. You know what I mean? I might pick the Chargers. Who knows? Depending on how I'm feeling. Depend on how I'm feeling throughout this show. You know what I mean? I know you got some things to do. You got the training going on. So, what the last? I told you give us an update. You know what I mean? Give us an update. Well, last time you went training, you got your ass whooped. Somebody stepped over you. What happened? Somebody stole the ball from you. What?
No. When I went to the game, man, I played in the game, scored my goal, got my assists. I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all win?
Yeah. It was whatever side it was, white against blue, and my white team, we won.
Okay.
Yeah, we won.
It's because of you. So you saying because of you, y'all won?
I mean, that was the main reason, probably, for sure.
Are you the best player on the team, you think?
I'd be the best player on the field, no problem. If I sign with the team, I told you I'll be the best player in the league easily. I'm not even, easy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's depending on if the coach likes my style of play. You know what I mean? So,
well, I'm rooting for you anyway. You understand? So you already know how we rocking with that. But listen, for the viewers right now, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that button right there. Tap that button. Hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. You understand? For the listeners right now, keep downloading. We appreciate y'all and we thank y'all as well. Excuse me. But let's get started talking this sports, man, because that's what we're here to do. You understand? We're going to start with the NFL. There wasn't a whole lot of big games this weekend. We know the Ravens played tonight. The Bills had their night off. We had the Chiefs out there struggling to beat the Panthers, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a whole lot of big games. We know the Packers and the Niners played. They got their ass whooped. We know they got a lot of injuries going on out there. Well, they was losing before they had all of those injuries going on. But, hell, they got more injuries now. So, you know what I mean? And, yes, I'm going to get Twan on the show. Twan was actually about to come on that day, but we didn't. Listen, he was coming. Remember, I told you he was coming on that day. You know what I mean? But things happened, and we didn't get to come on. You know what I mean? So he ain't ducking, he ain't dodging. You know what I mean? He will be on the. I'm trying to get him on the next show. depending on what is going on with work and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So get him on the next show. You know what I mean? But as I mentioned, we're going to talk these sports. We're going to start with the NFL. My Philadelphia Eagles on a 7-game win streak went into L.A. and got a victory. Went into L.A. and got a dub over the Rams, 37-20 last night on Sunday Night Football. Man, just listen. Give me a letter grade performance on what letter grade would you give my team, you know what I mean, for their performance last night? And that's the question. So, you know, I'm going to answer that first. Me personally, I'm going to give my team an A+. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? I give them an A. I give them an A because it was a couple possessions where I figured, you know what I mean, we could have advanced the ball, you know what I mean, and maybe the protection didn't go that way. Or I know it was one. I think it was one of the throws was there, but there was a penalty. It was a penalty and all of that, so we had to redo it. Then we end up punting. So, you know, I'm gonna give my team an A all in all. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what I do know. Coming into this game, the Rams had trouble stopping the run anyway. So I was expecting a run heavy, you know what I mean, offense. You feel what I'm saying? Minus Devontae Smith. I know we weren't gonna do a whole bunch of crazy passing, even though AJ played a big game for us, came through with 6 catches, 109 yards and a touchdown. Could have been 2 touchdowns, but we had that defensive pass interference, whatever the case may be. But I like how we can run the football. We see how we can do that with Saquon. He had a career night, 255 yards on the ground, 302 yards total in front of the whole night, having a career night. Having a career season, you know what I mean? I told you this was going to be a breakout year for Saquon because he's with a better offensive line now. We know in New York, bro, they weren't about to do nothing, man. They weren't about to do nothing at all whatsoever. So it's a blessing for Saquon that he didn't have to go back to New York, whether they signed him to a big contract or not. You want to go back to that? They are dumpster juice. That's exactly what they are, trash in a bag. That's what they are. But this was I like how we can run the ball. We can pass it. We can run the ball some more, hit you over the top, hit you medium, hit you short, whatever the case may be, taking what the defense give us and all of that, bro. And let me explain something. Them 2 touchdowns that we gave up on defense, them was from 2 bogus ass pass interference calls, and the referee, the rules analyst or specialist, Terry McCauley, he came out both times and said them was not pass interference calls, and they got them shits on the 1-yard line. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how they got them first 2 touchdowns, if you ask me, because we played solid defense. You know what I mean? Defensively, we still been doing what we do. Still been putting the clamps on people. You know what I mean? We know the Rams. I told you we had the Rams in the NFC as our sleeper team because Matt Stafford, we know what he could do. You can go out there and get the job done with him, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kyra Williams, like, you know what I mean, whatever the case may be. But had them as a sleeper team, but not no more. They 5-7 now, 5-6 now, if I'm not mistaken. So that shit might have sailed, depending on what the NFC West looks like. But all in all, bro,
they can still get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and still make
yeah. Like. Yeah. That's what I just said. Depending on what the NFC West is going to look like, because we just had the Seahawks beat the Cardinals today, beat the Cardinals yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So that division is so up and down. But I like how we went out there and handled business, ran the ball down their throat, didn't take our foot off the gas, and towards the end of the game when we got the backups in, like I said, it wasn't too much needed from Jalen Hurts. Only threw the ball 22 times, completed 15 of those passes for for 179 yards, 2 touchdowns. Or a touchdown and 39 yards on the ground. But we went out there and handled business, bro. We broke the game open to start the second half with Saquon. 1 play, you know what I mean, in 70-yard touchdown. So as I mentioned, like we can run it, throw it, run it some more, throw it, break the game open, and he did it again towards the end of the game. You feel what I'm saying? So I just like the balance. I like the plays that Kellen Moore is calling. It's like he understands, the strengths and the weaknesses. He understands what we need to do in certain situations, all of that shit, man. So I'm liking that. I'm liking how Vic Fangio is keeping our defense aggressive, having us in the right spots by calling the right plays and things like that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, we beat them with really offensively with like 3 players. That's like heavily involved. You're talking Saquon, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts with 3 players. You know what I mean? Offensively, you know what I mean? Obviously, you got the offensive line, but I'm just saying the guys that were heavily involved: Saquon, Jalen Hurts, and AJ Brown beat them with 3 players. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is minus Yeah, no,
defensively.
But listen. This is what I want you to stop doing, bro. Listen, please. I'm being serious. Stop cutting me off, because that's where I was going next. Stop cutting me off, bro. You cutting me off like I'm about to forget this or forget that. Let me say what I say, and then when it's your turn, if I don't say it, then say, hey, you missed the defense. You missed the defense. Stop doing that, because I know what I'm doing. Thank you. Sit there and listen to me. So like I said, like how we beat them with 3 players offensively and defensively, as I mentioned already, we put the clamps on them. We shut it down. It didn't look like that at first, because they was marching downfield, and we got a fumble on the first drive. But they were still able to get back in position the second drive as well. But put a stop to that. Didn't let them keep marching all downfield, doing what they want to do. Kept them out of the end zone. Like I said, bro, them 2 damn touchdowns that they got first was from some bullshit. It was from some bullshit, bogus-ass calls. So they got in the end zone 3 times, but them last one was towards the end of the game. Prevent defense. Go ahead, let you have it. Give us the ball back so we can end the game. Other than that, man, I like how we played. I give us an A performance. But if we would have scored on every drive, if we would have had an opening drive touchdown versus a field goal, I'd have gave him an A+.
I mean, for me, you got to give him an A+, man, because you're never gonna have a game where it's a perfect game.
No, for sure. I mean? But listen, A+ is perfect. A+ is perfect. And what I'm saying, if we would have scored on the opening drive, because we drove it, we was looking like, let's go. We about to put it in here, and we didn't do it. So A is still good.
I mean, I would give him a. It's not like, I mean, you never get a perfect game. So an A+ for me wouldn't have to be like a perfect game. It just has to be a great game.
Yo,
you know what I mean? And that's what I watched. You know what I mean? For me, I'm in Australia, everyone. So yeah, like for me, it was a great game to watch. And you guys, all phases of the game was pretty good. I mean, there was a point obviously in the beginning, but as you say, when you have some playmakers defensively that can make a couple plays, if a team's driving down the field and that's what you did, you know what I mean? And then, because I think that kind of set the tone right there. Because as soon as they turned over the football, that kind of set the tone for me. You know what I mean? I think that they was getting into the backfield. You see, people, when you look at the game, right? So you look at the game and you see that Matthew Stafford was 24 for 36, 2 touchdowns, 104 rating. You know what I mean? 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But when you watch the game, bro, he was getting pressured he was getting sacked a few times. He had like 5 sacks. You know what I'm saying? They was getting into the backfield a bunch of times lost for yards. And then during a third down, they would what was it? What was they on third downs today? Because if it's like, it's difficult when you're getting pushed back on your first 0
of 8 on third down.
You understand what I'm saying? So as soon as they got pushed back for maybe on the first or second down, and they went on a third down now, and it's a long third down, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, and Matthew Stafford wasn't hitting on those. You understand what I'm saying? So it might look like he had a great game, but in the times where you needed to make a play even though it's hard because obviously you're getting pushed back, and then they might put pressure on him. You know what I mean? I thought that you guys did a hell of a job putting pressure on him. You know what I mean? And then after you put the pressure on him, that's what you want to kind of do to quarterbacks that can't run. You know what I mean? You put pressure on him, and he only had that one run in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
So if you ask me, I thought it was a really hell of a game. You have 500 total yards of offense, damn near. You know what I mean? You're mixing it up. You're running the ball more than you're throwing it, and then you're throwing it when you need to. You know what I mean? Which is keeping the defense off balance. And if you ask me, I mean, the team is definitely looking like a formidable, a Super Bowl contending team. Now the only thing is, then when you guys stop the run, are you going to be able to just throw? That's what's going to be the thing. Because Saquon Barkley right now is just, he's on another level, man.
Yeah.
He's on another level, and the New York Giants have to. They're this is terrible of an organization to let this type of player leave and go to a team like this. It just doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, you know what I mean? It was a great game for you guys, bro. Great game for you guys. Great game. Time of possession. Y'all led the time of possession. Y'all won the turnover battle. it was a good game. This was solid for you guys, and you guys should be. Now, I would say from this performance, I'm gonna put you right up there with almost near Detroit, damn near, because Detroit. I think that if you guys can control the ground and have a great defense, then that's gonna be a tough game. That's gonna be a tough game. So
winning if we do meet.
Yeah. Winning if you do meet, then that's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a really good game, man.
Yeah,
a really good game. So I was impressed with the win, man. So I'm gonna give that an A plus for me. A plus win, and especially because I've had the Rams. We always had the Rams a good team, especially with the players that are coming back.
Yep.
And it was good to kind of shut down that offense.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Not saying like they would drive down the field at some points, but they weren't getting points upon points, right?
Right.
Like, they won the first quarter, but after that, you know what I'm saying? It was 24-7.
Yeah.
All the way leading up, you know what I mean? So if you know what I mean? So you kind of shut that shit down, if you ask me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm really, really impressed, man. Really impressed. I'm really impressed with how you guys were getting to the quarterback, though.
Yeah,
you guys are getting to the quarterback.
That's
pivotal moments, though. Pivotal moments.
It's real good to still see BG out there. His 15th year, still making plays in the backfield. You feel what I'm saying? Like I see Jalen Carter. They got 4 hands on him. They've watched film. And they know you cannot lead this guy one-on-one. They got 2 sets of hands on him. You got other guys like Milton Williams getting in there. He had a couple sacks. You got Josh Sweat. He getting back there. You feel what I'm saying? So when you got Jordan Davis, you know what I mean, and Kobe Dean, Jack Bond, and them out there playing, doing how they do. So yeah, bro, I'm like I said, you know how our defense was last year. It was horrendous. It was bottom of the barrel. You feel what I'm saying? And for us to have a turnaround like this, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is the stretch I wanted to see anyway. I wanted to see the stretch with the Commanders, the Rams, and we got y'all coming up next week, in Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the stretch I wanted to see right here. You know what I mean? Because, with the way the Commanders was looking up until we played them, you know what I mean? We already talked about how the Rams, they could be a sneaky team, sleeper team, and go in anybody building and beat you because of Matt Stafford and the weapons that he has as the 49ers. They know that. You feel me? Got y'all coming up next. You know what I mean? So this is the stretch I wanted to see. I'm glad with the way we playing. You know what I mean? And you asked if they shut the run game down, would we be able to do that and to still win game? Now, it hasn't been a whole bunch of games this season where they shut the run game down. I mean, he had 14 attempts against Dallas, you know what I mean? But we not Dallas, they are who they are, you feel me? But if we go back down to the Browns, we already know the Browns in its totality started with their offense back then was nothing. But that defense was still there. That defense is still there, and they shut that run game down. We was able to go out there and still get the dub. You know what I mean? So, obviously, you know what I mean, in the playoffs, it's one and done. It ain't no next week. So, if we run into a team that is able to shut the run game down, then we're going to have to go out there and make it make sense. But the thing is, we can run the ball in a multitude of ways with Jalen, with Saquon, with Kenneth Gainwell, then hit AJ, hit Dallas Goedert. And when Devontae Smith come back, hit him too. He's another weapon. You feel me? So, I think, you know what I mean, even if we run into a team that's able to do that, we can still find a way to get the job done. So that's my answer to that.
That's gonna be the question, right? That's gonna probably be the like I think most people are gonna say, okay, we're gonna try and see if Jalen Hurts can beat us through the air. Yeah. And that's what's probably gonna be like most people's game plan. You know what I mean? You're definitely gonna have to shut down that run. You shut down that run, that means because if the run game's going, you're controlling clock. Yeah. You're controlling clock, getting good yardage on first down, which makes it easier for second down plays. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's you need to shut down that run. And pretty much in those run-heavy teams like a Detroit, Baltimore, and Philadelphia, if you shut down the run, it makes it a lot easier, let's just say. You know what I mean? Not saying they still don't have weapons. They have weapons, but I'm saying like all the teams like Detroit, Philly, and Baltimore. But it obviously, if you shut down the run, then it becomes less of an issue. You know what I mean? Because you don't want those guys to be running on you because those guys are like the best running backs in the league at the moment. So I'm on those 3 teams. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like I said, it's not a 100% for me. You know what I mean? I give him a 99. You feel me? But we would have scored it. I want an opening drive touchdown score, bro.
You've been saying it all year.
I've been saying that. That's what I want. You know what I mean? So I've been waiting for it, and I just thought we was gonna get it last night, but we didn't get it. But it is what it is. I'm glad we got the dub.
I mean, and I have a question for you though before we go to the next topic, because you see that is that something to worry about though? Because say you play a team like a Detroit or a team like a Baltimore, and you don't score in the first drive, and they score, and then say you don't score again, because remember you was having a problem in the first quarter. But if you go down to one of those teams that are running teams, you know what I mean? Like, it makes it a lot more difficult to come back and win those games. You know what I mean? Because you understand what I'm saying? Are you worried about that?
I'm not necessarily worried about it because our defense is playing good enough to go out there and get stops to give us chances. And then so I don't want to play from behind. But we have played from behind this season, you know what I mean, and came back and won games. You feel what I'm saying? Our defense has been playing good. So that's when our defense is going to, if that happens, our defense is going to have to step up and get us a stop, and we're going to go down there and get a dub. I mean, go down there and get a touchdown. That's what we have to do. Now, if we're not going out there getting a touchdown, we can't expect the defense to continue if and when we meet a Detroit. You're not just going to keep on stopping Detroit every single time. You know what I mean? I mean, if we do, hey, big ups to them, but I'm just giving them the respect of how powerful that they are. You know what I'm saying? You're not about to just stop Detroit every single time. So if we don't go out there and get a lead, 7-0 lead, you know what I'm saying, and we go down 7-0, then our defense is going to have to get a top, and Jalen Hurts and AJ and Saquon and O-line and everybody else, we got to put it on our back and go down there and tie this game up. You feel me? So that's just what it is, bro. I'm not expecting an easy road. You feel me? Anytime we come into somebody building, bro, they trying to beat our ass. We one of them teams, you know what I mean, that other fan bases don't like. You feel what I'm saying? Because you go to a Philadelphia Eagles game, bro, it's rowdy, it's ruckus, nigga. It's the trenches. It's the trenches. And we did you see us in LA last night? Nigga, we travel, nigga, we outside. That was like a home game for us, nigga. Our fans, we travel, nigga, everywhere. Did you see us in Brazil? My nigga, we in the first game, nigga, we travel, boy. So and the fans be talking shit. You saying something crazy, we gonna let your ass have it, and we not gonna stop. It's over. So anywhere we go, I'm not expecting an easy win. I'm not expecting a walkthrough. I'm expecting a dogfight, and you know what I mean. But that just builds character, bro. That builds your team. If you can go out there and win a dogfight and extend the lead, shit, keep doing what you're doing. All right, man. So, shout out to my Eagles, man. 9-2 right now. And the Commanders with them losing to the them niggas lost to the Cowboys. The Commanders lost to the Cowboys, nigga. Two bum ass teams. You feel me? Two bum ass motherfucking teams. They lost to Cooper fucking Rush. You hear me? But once again, thank you, New York Giants. Thank you, New York motherfucking Giants. Jeez. And listen, one more thing. I heard Chris Collinsworth last night. You know what I mean? He said in the last 6 games, Jalen Hurts has had only 1 turnover-worthy play. 1. That's good shit. And that's that interception that he threw to fucking tell Trevon Diggs, you know what I mean? Considering what was going on last season. So I'm glad about that as well. Not turning the ball over, not trying to be Superman, not forcing nothing, and learning from your mistakes. So that's also what I'm proud of as well. So, yeah, man, moving on, sticking with the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs won a nail-biter. And when I mean a nail-biter, I mean a nail-biter with the Carolina Panthers, 30-27 on a game-winning field goal kick, okay? This game, bro, I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I can care less how they fucking tumble. You understand? I know you could care less either. But I'm just saying, for what we know the Chiefs to be, the expectations of the Chiefs. You feel me? You out there damn near lost the game to the fucking Carolina Panthers. They damn near might get the number 1 overall pick next season. You feel me? They're close to it. Close to it. Yep. You feel me? Yep. But they had a nail-biter win yesterday against the Carolina Panthers, 30-27 on a game-winning field goal. Jordan, should the Chiefs be concerned moving forward? Should they be concerned? We know they got Super Bowl 3-peat aspirations, you know what I mean? But with that in mind for them, should the Chiefs be concerned moving forward?
Okay. Listen, they're 10-1. I think I wouldn't be too worried, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think one of their issues was, their red zone efficiency. You know what I mean? At least they were scoring points this time around. Their defense wasn't the one that was pretty much carrying them, through, most of the games. So that's a positive sign. Two, I would say another positive sign, Patrick Mahomes. You understand what I'm saying? Had definitely a better game this time around. You understand what I'm saying? And you always know he's good in money time. So when it was time to kind of make the necessary plays to get to that field goal, you seen the run, you seen what he had to do in order to get to that point. So it's always the same thing with Kansas City. I find this season they're playing to their competition, if that makes any sense. So even though they're undefeated, there's been plenty of times during the season we can count where maybe they should have lost, or maybe they could have lost. Let's say, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they pulled it out. They made the necessary play in order to win the game. So, and we know that during the playoffs, defense travels, and that's what they have. And good coaching travels. That's what they have. The best quarterback in the league, Patrick Mahomes, and that's what they have. And right now, as he's playing a bit better, I think that's also a positive sign because he was throwing the ball away, turning over the football. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't as efficient in the red zone and all that stuff. But, getting D-Hop, definitely has helped them. You know what I mean? In terms of, like that has definitely helped them. I think Xavier Worthy, also him, you know what I mean? He's a big opponent for them as well. So I think they'll be fine, to be honest with you, because they're two-time champion, bro. And they've been champions how many times in these past many years, and they're figuring out ways to win. So I'm not too worried. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not too worried because of who they have on their team. I mean, as much as cliche as that sounds and how easy that is, but it's just the truth, bro. You know what I mean? When you have Pat Mahomes, you have Andy Reid, you know what I mean? And you have that defense. I mean, every team in the AFC has kind of some issues. Like there's every team, and their issue, I think, is I think the least of them all because of who they have on their team and their past history. So I'm not too worried.
All right, so for me, I mean, it's got to be some level of concern. It's got to be, bro. This is the Panthers. You know what I mean? And I know any given Sunday, but nah, this is not a division game. This is the Carolina Panthers, man. You understand what I'm saying? And they struggled to pull this win out, and they've been struggling all season. Yeah, they 10-1, but just like you told me last year, how are they going? So they're gonna win like this the whole season? They're going to win these type of games. They're going to win these type of games like this. Okay, maybe you told me last season, bro, some point in time, your defense going to have to, you're going to have to stop somebody. No matter what y'all doing, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I know they're 10-1. We were 10-1 at one point in time, too. Yeah, they 3-time champions right now. Cool. No. That's more power to them. That's past. We talking about this year. They didn't look like this last year. Not this bad. And remember, we was talking about them last year. Like, man, hey, what's going on with the Chiefs? Well, this is, again, so they're going to win all of these games like this, unless you telling me they about to flip a switch. You feel what I'm saying? So it's got to be some level of concern, bro. Even with the weapons that they got, they ain't trash. They got Pat Mahomes. They got Kareem Hunt. They got Travis Kelce. They got D-Hop. They got Xavier Worthy. They got Juju Smith-Schuster. They got Watson. You know what I'm saying? They still got a squad. You feel what I'm saying? That defense is still there. But, bro, like, this is not the Chiefs. There's got to be some level of concern because this game, it was 20-6, bro. They're not close. I mean, you closed the game because you won it. You know what I mean? But they've given up leads, all of this shit, man. You know what I mean? And these teams is seeing this. And one of these weeks, we already seen Buffalo crack the code. You feel me? So what if they run to Buffalo again? Buffalo already got confidence. You know what I'm saying? You ain't concerned about that? You ain't concerned about them going against Baltimore again? You know what I mean? Or as a Chief, if somebody was a Chiefs fan, you don't think they're concerned about that? I would be if I was a Chiefs fan. You know what I'm saying? Especially with what?
Okay, so to go against what you're saying, if I'm to go against what you're saying, I would say this, because I know that they're 10-1 and they're struggling, as we said, in some games. But the only difference is because why do we bring up the past with Pat Mahomes?
Yeah.
He's the best quarterback because of what he did before. But so if I'm gonna say they're gonna play like I'm not, if they have Pat Mahomes and they have Andy Reid, and we talk about they pass, when they play later on in the future, I'm going to go to they have done this before. They had bad teams, and they still won. They had a team where we didn't think that they would win, and they still won. Mm-hmm. So why can't we say that with Pat Mahomes and that team? You know what I mean? Because they've already done that.
So
the Philadelphia Eagles didn't do that. That's why I can say that.
Right.
That they have done this.
Right. So are you? If you were a Chiefs fan, you wouldn't have any concern moving forward.
No, I understand. I understand with that. Like, we're squeaking out games, but they're still going to be like, we have Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, and Bills beat us. They've beat us predominantly most of the time in the regular season, but we beat them when it counts.
Let me ask you a question. You think they beat the Bills in the playoffs this time? Not going off based off past. I'm talking about what they look like this year.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at all the stuff like they're going, I don't think the Chiefs are going to eventually slip. Yes, I agree with you. But we can say this stuff, but they always find a way to get it done.
Right. I'm with you.
They just do.
All right.
They just do. It's different. Like, I think that with them, we have to kind of we see, if you see, we're like, Philly or Baltimore or Cincinnati. Like, we can't do that with the Chiefs, but we can do that with any other team, bro.
All right.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they've earned it, bro. They've earned that.
Okay. So look, let me ask you this, right? They 10-1. 10-1 right now. Buffalo's 9-2. Right?
Talk to me.
Are they gonna lose their number 1 seed? Because we can
Okay, wait. Let me look at their schedule first.
I got the Chiefs right here, and I'm pulling up the Bills' schedule right now.
I'll pull up the Bills.
I got both of them right here waiting for you, baby. You know what I mean?
49ers, Rams, Lions, Patriots, Jets, Patriots. 49ers, Rams, Lions.
49ers, Rams. I'm giving Bills both of them dubs. I feel
I think they can lose. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The one they'll probably lose is the Lions. And I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like, Josh Allen is a gamer, man. Josh Allen is one of those. Can he be? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got great quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? But you got gamers too. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, Josh Allen is like one of those gamers. You know what I mean? He can go in your building, Detroit, whoever, and win, man. Well, when he's off, he off. He's bad.
He off.
But when that nigga is on, he is the fuck on. You feel me? And we look at the 49ers. Come on, dog. Come on. And it's going to be in Buffalo on December 1st at 8:20. You feel me? Snow might be hitting the ground.
Is Purdy going to be back?
I don't give a fuck if he is or not. They was losing with Purdy playing.
That matters.
It does matter. But I'm just saying, they've been losing with him playing. You feel me? So the Rams, they can go out there and get a dub. The Lions, that'll be a dogfight. It's in Detroit. Then they got the Pats, the Jets, and the Pats again. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs, you tell me, you know what I mean? Oh, the Chargers, they're a good team. Oh, shit. And that's a division game. And they got the Steelers. They in with the Broncos. They got the Texans in there. They just lost to the Titans. You feel me? But they got the Raiders on Black Friday. I think that's a dub. I'm going to call that because Gardner Minshew's out for the rest of the season. So, I mean, even if he was there, that's a dub to me. So that's 11-1. The Chargers, that could go any way considering how the Chiefs have been playing. You understand what I'm saying? That could go any way. And they got the Browns in that defense. You feel me? We know they can't put up no points like that, but what if Jameis is preaching that day? What if he's the pastor that day and he's giving a sermon? You feel what I'm saying? Then what we talk about, and that defense is doing what they doing. You feel me? I think I told you before they'll beat the Texans, period. Then they got to go to Pittsburgh, and they end in Denver. You feel me? So it's possible they could lose the number 1 seed and give it up to Buffalo. And give it up to Buffalo.
That don't mean nothing.
No, I'm just saying. But now, you know what I mean? Listen. I'm just saying, bro, and plus with the level of
that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Okay, but you gotta put it in there though. You gotta. It's like saying, listen, it's like this, right? I know dude is a thoroughbred, but he could go into this game and still get hurt. Something could happen. You know what I mean? So, okay. So I'm with you. Yeah, we know what the Chiefs is made of. We talking about right now though. Right now.
I'm telling you. Listen. Yo, Big Mike.
You got to win in the Super Bowl?
But let me give you something.
They win in the Super Bowl?
You remember when LeBron was going to the finals every year in Cleveland?
Yep.
And went to Miami. So he went from Miami to Cleveland. Yep. Where he went to the finals. Was it 9 straight years?
8 straight years.
You knew no matter what team, who was on his team or whatever it was, he was going to the finals, bro. You can book it. Right now, it's looking like it doesn't matter. They go to the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
They go to the AFC Championship game.
So who going to the Super Bowl at the AFC?
You can say all this stuff, but brother, it don't matter if they're playing away, if they're home, if they're underdogs. Bro, you have to give them that respect. Listen,
I did, but
the Chiefs is not Philly. The Chiefs is not Baltimore. The Chiefs is not the Bills. The Chiefs are a different. Right now, they're that team in this like decade, or you know what I'm saying? Like this is them.
This is So I'm with you.
Give them that.
Yep.
You have to give them that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I believe he would outplay
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I feel that you have to give him that, bro. He's like the LeBron, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have to give him that.
Listen. Are they winning it? So listen, well, cool. I'm glad you giving me, and listen, I never said they wasn't this. I never said they wasn't that. That doesn't mean it's not cause for concern. That's the question.
Listen.
They going to the Super. So they Super Bowl.
I'd rather be winning games and losing games.
All right, so Super Bowl Chiefs then going to the Super Bowl.
No, I got my Baltimore Ravens, baby. But
you just told me he's gonna play. I'll play Lamar.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that he can still lose.
So AFC Championship game, and that's it. They going home. Listen. And when they lose, is it going to be because they playing like this? What they should be concerned about, or is it just going to be they just straight up? I guess we got to wait and see then, huh?
The thing is, this is the weird thing about the Chiefs, right? Because we can be talking about their defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with this team and Mahomes and Andy Reid, if they have to get into a shootout, they're gonna get into a shootout and they go and most of they probably gonna win. If it's one of those defensive games where they beat Baltimore last year and it was only 17-10, then that's what it is. You understand what I'm saying? If they have to go into a game where they have to score 35 points, you think that Patrick Mahomes can't do that?
I never said he couldn't. I'm just saying.
Just off the strength. Just off the strength. Let me tell you. Of him playing this bad right now, during this year, even though they're 10-1, if they had to go into a shootout against Buffalo, who you picking?
Buffalo right now. I am.
Buffalo.
Yes.
And it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs, not the regular season, the playoffs.
Right now, I'm picking Buffalo. Yes.
So if it was okay. I'm not.
That's fine. I mean, listen. Yeah, I've seen Josh Allen duel back and forth with Pat Mahomes in the playoffs as well. Did they win? Well, it ain't his fault they don't change the motherfucking rule to whoever scored first. It was boom.
So
it was.
You see how you said that, but Pat Mahomes, he's done that for years, brother.
I'm with you. I'm not, but that doesn't right now.
He's done multiple times now.
Right now, there's cause for concern. I don't give a damn what nobody talking about. Past or not.
Everyone has their concerns, though. So
all right,
I'm with you.
All right. So, you mentioned, the Miami Dolphins. You said a couple weeks ago, don't sleep on the Dolphins. They can win some games and possibly get in. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, nah, bro. Hell, no, nah. I'm gonna stick. I got the Bengals. They gonna get in that joint, right?
Yep.
Well, the Miami Dolphins is on a 3-game win streak. Okay, and they in a hunt for the playoffs. You know what I mean? And it's for that 7th spot. That 7th spot is gonna be floating around for Cincinnati, Denver, Miami. And maybe the Colts, I don't know. That shit may have sailed, but who knows? Who knows? But the spot is open for grabs. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Do you see Miami getting that 7th spot? Are they gonna sneak into the playoffs and get that 7th spot? Like I said, you got all the teams that's vowing for that spot. Like I said, it's Miami, it's possibly the Colts, Denver. You know what I'm saying?
The Bengals.
In the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Does Miami get that? Do they get that 7th spot? Talk to me.
I would say that they definitely have a chance to get that spot, bro. They have a chance to get that spot. It's just they have 3 more games at home. That's important as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got the Packers, they got the Texans. They actually have 4 games at home. They have the Packers.
No. Packers is in Green Bay at 8:20 on Thanksgiving night.
Yeah. You're right. They have the Jets. They have the 49ers. So they have 2 games at home, and then the Texans is decent weather. So that's not bad.
That's inside. Inside.
Yeah. So that'll be all right. So I'm not worried about those games. It's the other games I'm worried about. It's the Packers, the Browns, and that Jets.
Yeah.
The thing is, they can beat the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Especially we hearing if what's his name's going to be playing or not playing. We don't know.
Yeah.
Is he going to be playing or is he not playing?
He said he want to play, but not for the Jets. What something's wrong with Aaron Rodgers, bro. And I know this is off topic real quick, but he up here talking like he was out here balling out and niggas was just dropping passes. You know what I mean? Like you putting the ball in the bucket and they just dropping passes. Nigga like, nah, bro. I had him as a sleeper team. You know this. I had him as a sleeper team. Bro, he trash. Aaron Rodgers trash as fuck. He trash as hell.
He's not. He hasn't been playing well, man.
Why is he saying this? Who are you? Like, so Jordan, wait a minute. Look, this is what he thinking. Look, I want to play football in 2025 next for the 2025 season, but I don't want to play in New York. Aaron Rodgers, you available? You want? Boy, ain't nobody about to hit your line. Ain't nobody hitting this nigga line. You had all season long to see how you could play. You're not going, man. Where you gonna go, bro? Where you going? Huh?
Yeah.
The Raiders
he ain't going nowhere.
No. The Raiders ain't gonna want him. He's gonna be a backup, or he gonna be on a sorry ass team. I don't see him being, a legit threat. You know what I mean? Maybe the Packers might take a look at him. Maybe not, because they got J.J. McCarthy coming back. So I know they're going to, get him in the lineup. I don't know what they're going to do with Sam Darnold. Who knows? But where the fuck is Aaron Rodgers going to go? I don't know. That's another conversation for another day. I just figured I'd say that real quick.
And what about Devontae Adams? Crazy.
Somebody going to get him, though. No, somebody going to pick him.
I don't know why you decided to go there, bro.
Listen, I'm not surprised at his decision, because you went out there with Derek Carr because that's your friend. He want to go over there with your friend? Are you kidding me? Come on, dog. Stop playing. Cut that out. You act like a fucking kid, man.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. I'm with you with that. He's definitely made a big mistake, Devontae Adams, and it's going to show now.
Yeah.
But
Miami though.
That pegs the question I have for you again. So Shedeur goes there.
Say it again.
Shedeur Sanders goes there.
Goes where?
The Jets.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm telling you, listen. Shedeur Sanders, bro, the name is big time. You feel me? For a lot of football is about marketing and shit too, bro. You know what I mean?
New York, bro.
Man. Yeah, but man, that's a That's a rough place to be right now in that part of New York. You feel me? That's a rough boy.
But then he's got wideouts. He got some good pieces. That's supposed to be a good team over there.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
bro.
Yeah, listen, and maybe so. Maybe he might end up there, bro. You feel me? I just think he gonna go somewhere. You know what I mean? At least with a bigger market. You feel me? Like, you don't want to see Shador. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to see Shador like say he was in Jaden Daniels' position. Shador Sanders and the Washington Commanders it don't hit. You know what I mean? Even though the Raiders are sad right now, it's Las Vegas. You feel me? It's Las Vegas, or I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe how we don't know what this offseason is gonna be. You feel me? This might be what if the Cowboys do get rid of Dak? What if they trade up? What if somebody trade? Because somebody will take Dak. Somebody will take Dak right now. Somebody will take Dak Prescott off of Jerry Jones' hands. I promise you that. You feel me? We just don't know, man. We don't know, but we shall see. If any place in New York, it would probably have to be the Giants if it was between those two, because you got Malik Neighbors over there. You know what I mean? A younger receiver.
Bro. And you got Wilson.
You said what?
They said they got Devontae Adams and they got Wilson over there.
Devontae Adams, he not gonna be with them next year. Bro, he don't have a guaranteed contract with them. That shit, this the last year that he don't have a guaranteed contract. He gonna be somewhere else next season. Yeah, okay. He not under contract with them, so he's gonna be somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. Somebody gonna pick him up.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah. Somebody's gonna pick him up. He ain't about to just walk free. Somebody gonna pick him up. Hell, he might make the decision to go to the Panthers for all we know. Hell, you went to Derek Carr and you went to who knows. But Miami though, I know we got off track, y'all. We apologize about that. But Miami though, they can get in there. You said though they can get in there.
So they're good for 2 more wins, let's say. So that's 7.
Whew.
They're gonna need at least 10 wins, 9, 10 wins.
Man,
to get in.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's them. They can beat the Jets. Boom, boom. They can beat the Jets.
Yeah, they can beat the Jets. Can they beat listen, let me tell you something. Even with the way the Niners is looking, if Brock Purdy's back for that game, they're losing. The Niners are still a physical football team. Very physical. You feel me? And listen, bro. I think the Niners can still get that win. Now, Brandon Allen's in there as their quarterback, the guy that was playing for them yesterday, Brandon Allen. Nah, they're going to win that game. But if Brock Purdy is back, I think the Dolphins can go out there and lose at home to the Niners on December 22nd. And in Cleveland at 8:20 on December 29th, man, they about to get their ass beat by Cleveland. It's going to be cold. Tua don't like the cold. He don't like the cold. He from Hawaii and went to Alabama for college and got drafted to Miami Dolphins. We've seen him in the cold last year. So Tua in the cold does nothing for me at all whatsoever. You feel me? So I think they lose to the Packers. I think they lose to the 49ers, and I think they lose to the Browns. So in the Texans, that's a toss-up. Texans it's a toss-up. It's in H-Town. That's in H-Town. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit difficult for them, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And the next team would be the Bengals, man.
I'm going with I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm about to tell you right now. Call me crazy if you want to. Bengals about to go on a 5-game win streak right now.
Calm down, man.
What? They got this. They going. I bet. Let's make a bet. They split with the Steelers.
Where's the game at?
The first one's in Cincinnati next week, and then they got the Cowboys. Then they got the Titans. Then they got the Browns in Cincy, and then they got the Bengals in Cincy, and then they end in Pittsburgh.
The Bengals in Cincy. What was the last two?
All right, so look, this Sunday, December 1st, they got the Steelers in Cincinnati. And then they got the Cowboys, 8:15 Monday night in Jerry World. Then they got the Titans in Tennessee. Then they come back home against the Browns. And then they stay home against the Broncos. and then they end the season on the road in Pittsburgh.
Oh, so then it's probably gonna come down to Denver and them then, because Denver's 7-5 already.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Denver has Denver plays the Colts. I can see them beating the Colts.
Here's what I'm saying though. When they meet Denver, I think their records will be about the same. I know they 4-7 right now, and Denver's 7-5. I'm with you. You know what I mean? But I think Denver can drop a couple. You know what I mean? I really truly think they can. They can drop a couple. You know what I'm saying? And go out there and have the same about the same record as the Cincinnati Bengals by the time they meet. And it might come down to that game right there. You win or you win. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's going to come down to the last game of the season as well. But if they beat,
and it depends. Also depends on the last game too, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. The last game of the season.
If they win, if they like say they already have it locked, they don't want to play their players.
Yeah,
they probably beat them.
Right.
They should have beat them last time too.
Yeah. Yep.
I might take Denver to get that last spot, man.
I'm sticking with the Bengals. I'm sticking with the Bengals.
Take Denver to get the last spot.
All right, cool. I don't think Miami getting it though. I don't think they getting that shit.
Yeah, I know. Looking at the schedule, like when we just pop the schedule.
Yeah, bro. I don't think they're gonna.
They're definitely gonna have to beat one of those teams. Like they're gonna have to beat that Green Bay, or they're gonna have to beat.
They ain't beating Green Bay. They're not beating Green Bay in the frozen tundra at night. It's not gonna happen. Nope.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. Frozen tundra, December. It's not going to happen. They're not gonna win in Cleveland at 8:20. It's going to be cold as hell in Cleveland. And they right by the water. Stop it. Yeah. You feel me? They're not with it. And listen, don't get it twisted. They could drop that game in New York at the end.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's a division game. And listen, New York ain't got nothing to lose. And they know that Miami is going to be trying their damnedest to get into the playoffs. And they had to go out there and drop a Super Bowl-ish game plan and go out there and beat their ass, you feel me, and just cancel all of them hopes. You know what I mean? So I don't think Miami's they more so finesse to me. They finesse. I'm sorry. I don't know.
We know that.
All right. So Monday Night Football tonight, you feel me, on ESPN. We got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Los Angeles Chargers out there in LA at SoFi Stadium. Jordan, be honest. Be honest. Who you got? Honest. I mean, you talk about the Chargers and everything. I'm just assuming, you know what I mean, you're thinking they can go out there and get a dub against your team.
Against my team.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna be honest, you think they can go out there and beat your team?
Do I think the Chargers can go out there and beat us?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, this could be for the game. You know what I mean? This could be for the game. We got a lot of people on the injury report. You know what I'm saying? Like our center, Linderbaum, he's not gonna be there probably. Mm-hmm. We have a few guys. Roquan Smith might not be there. Mm-hmm. We have a few guys, that's not going to be there. So this could be the time where we could lose. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Bateman is on the injury report. What's his name? Hill's on the injury report. We got a few guys, but I still
hard hitting game versus them Steelers, huh? Hard hitting. Everybody coming up fucked up, huh?
It's crazy. So but I think I'm hearing how the Chargers played defensively. They pressure with only 4.
Yep.
So if they were able to get pressure on the quarterback with only 4, so they're able to
drop 7.
Play what is it? Say it again.
Drop 7.
Yeah.
That's what the Rams was doing last night. The Rams, they got a good front 4. Jared Verse and Fisk and a couple other guys. Yeah, they them young boys too. They can go.
So if we can be successful running the ball, that's going to change a hell of a lot. You know what I mean? So if we are successful with running the ball, then it can get ugly. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
So I believe we can win, but you know what I'm saying? It's not out of the realm that the Chargers can't win. You know what I'm saying? And the Chargers really haven't played anybody really. Like that's what they'll say. So
they haven't though. I told you that weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I told you, and I always say, you have to go out there and you have to win those games, because you see teams losing some of these teams that they should be beating, but they be getting them wins.
Yeah.
So,
but I just feel like in those situations, that's an indictment on that better team. You go out there and beat a team that you're better than. You know what I mean? Let's not pop the champagne. Okay, let's be happy we got the win. You know what I mean? But you're supposed to do that. You go out there and lose to them, then that's when you need to be like, okay, we need to hit the drawing board again. You feel me?
Yeah. You know, even though we have the injuries and all that, you know, they do have that can play a factor. You know what I mean? But if we're successful with running the ball, because they do play with they pressure with 3 or 4, and they be getting that pressure with that. So if they're gonna do that, and we are running the ball and making them change their defensive schemes, then that can cause some type of problem. So I hope that we can, you know, be successfully running the ball. But I don't want to just go completely heavy at running, you know what I mean? Because we have playmakers on the outside as well. So I think it, you know, to be honest with you, if I were to call a game, I would say we're going to win the game. And I would say maybe the game 35-20.
Damn. So you about to you did all that injury this and injury that to go out there and say you're about to blow their ass out by 15 points.
If we're successful with running the ball, that's all that's going to be happening. If they can stop us from running,
What about passing?
Yeah, but it's like our thing is we have both. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it would make them, it would cause them to have to change their defensive schemes if we're successful with running the football. Okay. So I hope that, you know, that's what's going to happen, and that's what's going to make us blow, you know, that's going to make us be able to blow the you know, get a big lead. Well,
me personally, this is going to be a blowout win. I don't care who's hurt on defense. You still got players out there that can stop the run. Still got players out there that can make plays. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't have the best passing defense. I know you're heavy on that. You know what I mean? I know they don't have the best passing defense, but they still have guys out there like All-Pro Kyle Hamilton. You got Nate Wiggins out there. You got Marlon Humphrey, and guys like that can go out there and make plays. And with Lamar Jackson, you know, and with Derrick Henry, who's the greatest running back of his generation, you got a Zay Flowers, you got number 1 in Deontay Johnson, you still got Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. It's just too much firepower. Y'all gonna go out there and beat their ass in LA. I'm expecting a convincing win over the Chargers. You know what I mean? This is not gonna be nothing, you know what I mean? Oh, we got a dog fight on our hands. It shouldn't. No, I don't think it's gonna be like that. So you said a whole bunch of nothing to say you're gonna blow their ass out. So I figure I'd go out there and start out and say you're about to blow their ass out. So that's where I'm at with that. I got the Baltimore Ravens walking through the Los Angeles Chargers. Walking through them, yes.
If they stop the run, then it's gonna be a close game.
This is gonna be like the Broncos and the Ravens game. It's gonna be a blowout. I'm not saying they're gonna have 10 points, but it's going to be a blowout.
You mean the Ravens against the Bills? Maybe that type of game.
Pick one. It's going to be just like that. Right. You know what I mean? You know what? I think the Bills would be a better comparison because the Broncos, they had Bo Nix at that time. You know, he's a rookie, wasn't doing so well at that time. Justin Herbert, he's a veteran. You know what I mean? So you maybe will say, you know, Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens. It's going to be like that. Maybe you might score. They might score more than 10 points. Who knows? But it's going to be a blowout. I don't know what you're trying to set up here. I'm not allowing you to do it. It's going to be a blowout. Facts.
No.
I don't know. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. No.
If they're successful, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying if we're going to give an analysis,
I don't care.
If they're successful with the pressure with a front 4 or a 3, it's going to be difficult.
Then you listen. Then Lamar Jackson should sift his way through that pressure. Jalen Hurts did it last night, and they was bringing fucking pressure, and he was getting up out the way, sifting through that, you know what I mean, and making it make sense. He's going to do the same thing, you know what I mean, and then he's going to hit Zay Flowers wide open or Isaiah Likely or Mark Andrews wide open, and that's going to be what it is. So, I mean, I see what you're doing here, but I'm not letting you do it.
I'm not seeing what I'm confused.
Yeah, Baltimore Ravens by landslide. How about that? Landslide. Listen, right, I mean, listen, that's just where I'm going with that. You feel me? Listen, man, I know you got some places to be. You know what I mean? But you know, I want to ask you a question right before we get up out of here because I know you got somewhere to go. You know, just this past weekend, I was having a discussion with somebody, right, and we was talking about Zion Williamson. was talking about Zion. And and my guy was just asking me, you know what I mean, do you think we've seen the best of Zion? Like, what we've seen from Zion, have we seen the best of Zion? And like I said, I know you got to go, so we ain't got to, you know what I mean, get deep all into it. But do you think we've seen, from what we've seen from Zion, you think we've seen the best of him?
No, I wouldn't say so. Still quite young, still, spry, athletic, and everything like that. I think that he can add some more things to his game and he can become a better player 100%. I don't think we've seen the best of him. No. Hell no.
All right. Man. All right, look. Okay. This is his 5th year. Zion's 5th year. You know what I mean? We know he's injured right now, and reports say he's not even close to returning from that strained left hamstring. I read the reports just today, you know what I mean, just yesterday. You know what I mean? He still said he's not even close to returning with the strained left hamstring. But he's been out of 339 games. Okay, he's played in 190 of them. Right, that's 56. That's 56% of the games he played. Over that time, he's 24.6 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. 2-time All-Star. I told you before that I don't think Zion, if he's your number 1 option or your number 2 option, you're not gonna win a championship. I just don't think he's built. I don't think he's that type of player. You feel me? He has no jumper. He got that set jumper. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be wide open to make that. And if you work on it a whole lot, maybe you can be semi good at that. You feel me? But I have no fear of him having a jumper. I don't think when you got a set shot and you start trying to actually do a jump shot, it just throws all of that off. It throws that off because that's not what you do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we know he can go to the rim. You know what I mean? But all of them shits be contested. What is he, 6'6", 6'7"? You know what I'm saying? And we see, you know what I mean? Can he finish over guys? Of course he can. Of course he can. But we also see niggas affecting that shot and you don't do nothing with it because they're 6'10", 6'11", and all you can do is go to the rim. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have a polished post game like a Barkley. You know what I mean? When Barkley was a fucking dog. Anybody that don't know about Charles Barkley, you need to go back and watch him. You need to go back and watch Charles Barkley because he was 6'4", 6'5", putting 6'9", 6'10" niggas under the rim and posting them up with a polished post game, fading away, taking them to the rim, doing all of that. He don't got that. He has no threat of shooting, bro. I have no fear of Zion. Listen. I think we have seen the best of Zion, bro. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm not saying that, man. But to win a championship, to be the guy, no, bro. It's like, listen, what you see is what you get. With Zion, bro, like, he's not in the MVP discussion. He played 70 games last season. What was he, 22.9? That's 23 points, 5.8 rebounds, 5 assists. Never in the MVP discussion. In the 70 games, he was there. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, Zion got his fame. You know this. Zion got his fame from those explosive highlight dunks in high school and in Duke and shit. Nobody was looking at Zion in half-court offense, see what he was going to do. They waited to see what he going to do on fast break, you know what I mean, or he get an oop or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, but that type of shit don't last forever, bro. What are you going to do when his athleticism starts to wane? We already know he got weight issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got weight issues. He's got health issues as well. So it's like, is he going to eat right? He going to do that? Like, I think we've seen the best of Zion. You know what I mean? He's not even Sean Kemp or Blake Griffin. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying he a bum, but what can he do to add to his game? What are he going to do?
I'll tell you. Exactly.
Okay, please tell me.
You can add a 3-point shot, 100%. And be a bit more efficient with that. You know, he was 33%. His best season was 36.8%. That was 2020, 2023. He only played 29 games.
Right.
But he definitely can improve that, can improve his free throw shooting, which is going to help when he gets fouled. You know what I'm saying? So he's not a liability at the end of the games and all that. You know what I mean? He definitely can improve his post game. That's stuff that you can improve.
I don't think we're going to see it, man.
If you're saying that he can't improve, I just think that is just absolutely wrong. Because if he doesn't have that right now, if he adds something to his game in terms of the post, that means he's improved. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yes, that means he's improved. So he's going to have his athletic ability still. He's going to have his around the basket because he shoots well around the basket. The dude shoots like almost 58, almost 60% from the
Jordan,
field in his career.
Jordan, you should, motherfucker. We ain't saying, I didn't say he's the bum. I said he can finish. Your percentages should be that. But I'm saying his post game now, only thing he don't have a jump hook shot. He don't have that. It's straight back you down or face up and try to bully ball your way to the rim. He don't have touch on his shot to be shooting fadeaways. He don't have a jump hook for either hand. He's not about to increase that 3-point percentage. He's not. It's not his strength. It's not his strong suit. His strong suit is bully ball to the rim. And I don't think the jump shot in 3-point range is going to get any better. I don't.
So that's the thing though. You're asking me, can he get better? 100%. Because he has so many holes in his game, that means if he applies that to, okay, his offseason, be like, it doesn't even need to have a 3-point shot. He can just have a 15-footer. He can have a 17-footer. That's all he needs. And then if he adds that post game where he has a left hook, a right hook, he already has a little bit of things around the basket already.
Mm-hmm.
He's around the basket so much. But if he adds a bit more to that, that means his game is definitely going to improve. Whether or not he gets more points or whether or not, I don't know. But his game, if we just talking about his game, he has so much room to improve as a basketball player because of his limitations already right now. So if you're asking me, have we seen the best of him? Hell the fuck no, because he's so limited right now. That's the thing. If he's so limited right now, then he obviously has enough. He obviously has room to improve.
When you think we're gonna see
whether or not he does it or not, that's what you're telling me.
Right?
Is he going to do this? I don't know, but he definitely can improve. 100%.
Okay, I think that's the easy way out. Yeah, he can. Do you, from what you see from Zion, these 5 years he been playing, has he improved his game? I know he been hurt and shit like that, but when he was out there, was he doing anything different to let you know, oh, he been working on his game in the offseason? Oh, he been
no.
Okay.
No.
So can he? Yeah, can he? Yeah, he can. But will he? Will. Okay,
I believe he will.
That's the question. I don't want the easy way out. He can.
That's what I'm saying. What was the question?
Will he? Have we seen the best of Zion? That was the question.
And I'm saying we haven't seen the best of Zion because he has so many holes in his
because
game.
You said
I think we have not seen the best of Zion.
So you said he can improve. Will he?
And now
do you have the evidence? Just like I said, I just gave it to you. 5 years.
If you're saying will he, then I'll be like, that is a question mark. But the first thing it was, have we seen the best of him? I would say no, we haven't seen the best of him, because if he comes back and he decides that he's going to work on his game and he has a whole different, he has a part of his game where we haven't seen before, then boom, then that will be the best version of Zion that we've seen. But if you're asking me this question, which is different than, I don't know, as of you are correct. As of right now, he hasn't improved his game. You know what I mean? He hasn't really improved his game
at all. At all. Yeah. Whatsoever.
You know what I mean? And if you ask me, it may be a regressed this year. You know what I mean? Maybe his rebounding is up, but it's only been 6 games. His assist has been up, so that's a positive as well. If we're gonna his blocks is up, so that's another positive. You know what I mean? So if we're gonna get technical, there's certain things he did add in his game that he did. He definitely made his playmaking, his rebounding, and his ability to block shots.
Okay, so that's the improvement, not scoring.
Well, that's some improvement. What?
Okay, so listen. That's not why Zion got drafted. To come in here. No. What I'm saying is this: what you draft Zion for was to go out there and be a part of the franchise, go out there and get buckets and lead your team. We didn't bring you here to be Dennis Rodman. Didn't bring you here to be Draymond Green, motherfucker. You Zion Williamson. So are we going to get? You know what I mean? You know. We're going to get that type of improvement, and I just don't think so. So, listen, whenever he does come back, maybe we'll see a look. Maybe we'll see he added something different to his game. Maybe we'll see a jumper. Maybe we'll see a mid-range. Who knows? But I don't think so. That's just my opinion. I think what you see is what you get. My opinion. So.
The thing is, he hasn't really improved much. So I don't have
he don't have the evidence for me to say, I Okay. You know, if somebody come back, he like, oh, he wasn't doing that last year. Okay.
I'm with you. I'm with you with that. It's just the question that you asked. And I believe that, yeah, we haven't seen the best of him clearly. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't worked on his game to do that. But if he does work on his game, then we will see the best of him in a later date. You know what I mean? If he does do that.
All right. Well, we shall see, man. We shall see. So, man, listen, y'all know we got the Jordan's web list, but obviously the Ravens play tonight, so we'll get that to y'all tomorrow. You understand? We got the top 5 teams in the NFL and in the NBA. You feel me? Our guy Jordan, you know what I mean? He got some things going on out there. You know what I mean? Got to get this soccer shit going. You know what I mean? He's got these competitions going on, training, all of that type of shit. So, you know, we're going to let him go ahead and get up out of here. That's what we're going to do. So for the ones that's watching right now, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in with us. You know what I mean? Hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things under the lights. For the listeners, do the same thing. Keep listening, keep downloading. We see it. We appreciate you. We thank you as well. You feel me? So listen, shout out to my guy Jordan. You know what it is, Playboy. That's our show for the day, and we gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.